Hey everyone, it's Laura from Wild Woman Tarot, and today I want to share with you guys how to read the Fool 3 different ways using 3 different decks, using the symbolism and imagery on the cards. So, the 3 decks I'm using today are Rider Waite Smith, Everyday Witch, Linestrider. So, Rider Waite. Nope. Rider Waite is your traditional deck. When everyone thinks of tarot, this is usually the deck they think of. And it is what probably like 90% of today's decks are based off of the imagery of. So, we've got this deck and we've got these two. This card comes up. I'm going to give the scenario of a job. Should I take this job? That's going to be the question. And I get the Fool. Now, typically when I do a reading, I don't read cards individually. I read them all together. So whatever cards are surrounding this one, I'm going to look to as well, because there can be different cards that support different things, right? Now, if I was just doing a 1-card pull and somebody said, should I take this job? I'm going to say yes automatically, regardless of what deck I'm using. The Fool is always going to be a yes for me. Now, when I look at this card, the first thing I see, I tend to read cards background first. So what do I see in this card? I see a bright sun and I see this gigantic yellow background. For me, yellow is the color of the sun. It's a bright, positive, sunny, invigorating, energetic, positive color. So for me, that's an automatic yes to whatever. I look down and I see the cliff that this Fool is standing on, and I think, okay, you've been going through some rough times, and now you're being presented an opportunity, and this is your chance to walk off of this rocky cliff and take a leap. And take a leap into the unknown. But in this case, this unknown is going to be satisfying for you. This Fool is dressed very fancy. And for me, that means he is feeling really good about himself. He's feeling really positive when he takes this new job. It gives him a chance to feel and look his best. And then he's got these shoes on. These shoes are some fancy shoes. He's in it for the long haul. That's what I read. When you have shoes on that are comfortable, that are going to take you far in life, that means this is going to be a job where you're going to be there for the long term, in my opinion. Everything's your own opinion when you're reading tarot, right? And then we've got this little dog. And how I read the dog in this card is kind of like that inner voice in your head that, excuse me, that is kind of like the doubt, right? He's like the little doubt dog. Doubting doggy. He's kind of saying, are you sure? Shouldn't you look before you leap? Should you really take this? Like, are you looking into the long term of things? Because generally speaking, the Fool is not the best card for long-term planning and thinking. But in this case, I see this flower up here that's pretty bloomed and pretty well on its way to being a very beautiful blossoming flower. And I say yes, this is a good long-term decision. And he's got his little stick with his pack up here. And that to me means that is going to be a very fulfilling job. That it's going to give him everything he needs, and that he can take, it's going to give him that boost, that happiness, that positivity, and he's going to carry it with him. It's kind of like his subconscious is like outside of himself, right? That's how I read this. And it's just saying, yes, this is all encompassing. This is going to, and then I look at the 0 up here, and for me the 0, you know, is never ending, which means you're going to be satisfied from this job completely. Okay, excuse my nose, little allergies. Okay, so then let's look at the Everyday Witch Tarot. And this one, again, I go right to the background. So what do we have? We have this amazingly lush green grass, which is health, it's vitality, it's taken care of. When we take care of our lawns and it looks beautiful like this, it's nurtured, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, things are going really well. And then there's this very big blue sky that, to me, it's not that really, I don't want to say an anxious positive energy. It's like that, this card's like, yeah, yes, like, oh, I'm so excited. And then this one has more of a calming excitement. It's more of the I did think this through. I think this is the best choice for me. I'm on my broom and I'm not trying to steer where the broom goes because I trust the universe. I trust God that I am going to go where I need to go. And this job is where I need to go right now. Your ship has sailed. This is the right choice. You're going towards what's going to fulfill you, make you happy. And then we've got these birds up here that are flying so freely without a care in the world, that carelessness, that playfulness, that excitement, not worried about much. And then we've got the kitty here who's clung to her cloak. And for me, in this situation, I read the cat as our comfort zone, kind of, you know, the card is telling us break out of your comfort zone. If this is a job that maybe you normally wouldn't have applied for, or it's something you don't feel maybe you're totally qualified for, this card is saying you are, and go for it. And that cat is our comfort zone, and it's clinging, saying, hey, no. I mean, things are kind of bad right now, but let's just stay here because it's what we know. We don't want to go into the unknown because we don't know what can happen. And this witch is like, woohoo, we're going, we're off. I trust the journey. I trust the universe. I trust God. I trust spirit to guide me where I need to go. I am trusting. I put my trust in the universe, in this broom, to take me where I need to go. And then we've got the Linestrider Tarot Fool. And this guy's pretty blank, right? And in the guidebook, the artist and author says that she specifically drew this card to be very blank because his story is not known yet. It's, if you think about reading a book, right? We start the first chapter and we get a very, very, very basic inside look at the character, but we don't know how the character is going to progress. We don't know where the character is going to be at the end of the book. And that's kind of what this card is indicating. It's saying now is the time to start writing your story. You don't have to know where you're going to end up. You don't have to know what's going to happen in the end. Right now, let's worry about right now. That's what this guy is saying. Now, the animal here isn't a cat or a dog. It's a kookaburra. Kookaburra, what does he do? He laughs. He's a bird who laughs. He's very playful. So this card could indicate somebody who is looking to take a job with children, or a job where they can use their creativity, their imagination, where they can have fun and be playful, right? So depending on the surrounding cards, this card may indicate like I said, taking a job working with children, or something that's not a 9-to-5 corporate or desk job. Again, not every time. Whatever cards are around it supporting it. This card, I get more movement than the other ones. Like, he's actually like physically taking that step, right? There's no cliff here. There's no sky. There's no background. But he's got his pack again right here. He's got everything in there that he needs. He's ready to go. And then he's got this flower here, and you can see, I look at this flower as himself, right? His soul, whatever, his spirit. And he's starting to shed some petals, right? So he's letting go of the things that aren't serving him anymore, and he's letting go of like the doubt, the inner mean voice that we all hear, the fear. He's letting go of the fear. He knows he's worthy. He knows he's enough. He's ready to take the leap. He's moving. Now, if this card is in a reading with, say, the Chariot or the Two of Wands, or another card that indicates movement, I would say moving for a job. I would say a relocation for a job. And this card just makes me, he's mid-step. Like, he's literally moving. He's taking that step. That could be a job in some sort of transportation industry as well. Looking at the surrounding cards really plays a huge part of it, but if you're doing like a one-card reading, take the job. This card is saying take the job in every single situation. Trust the journey. Step out of your comfort zone. Be playful. Laugh. Enjoy yourself. And don't listen to the doubting dog in your head. Rougher times are going behind you, and this is going to bring you happiness, positivity, joy, and success. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye!